Those Order bastards planted some kind of device here. We'll need to open it to find out what it is. But let's send it to Kate first and get her to analyze it.
Accelerating decryption process. Descendant. We need to prevent the enemy advancing.
We have to destroy the upper section of the device. That way we'll be able to find out what they're hiding inside it.
Access successful. Beginning decryption. I was able to hack into a section of the data. I've discovered that it is a substance administered by Vulgus of the Order of Truth. It appears to be a type of booster that activates toxins in the body.
Destroy this, so they hid it.
Attempting access. I will disable their security protocols.
It's been smooth sailing up until now. Keep your guard up.
Security protocols have been disabled. Descendant, destroy the upper section.
That should be good enough. Great work.
Using the material you gathered, I've made an antibody that gives immunity from the Order's most commonly used toxin. But because of time constraints, I haven't been able to conduct any formal clinical trials.
So we're the guinea pigs.
This will be an excellent opportunity, Kate. You'll be able to collect data on the side effects of the antibody on the Descendants.
good to see you. Shall we just... Clay, I don't think we should joke about it.
You sound just like Jin. Adorable. Thank you for your hard work. Don't worry, I know how capable you are.
I heard you worked on my arcane neutralizer. I'm sure it'll be effective against the toxin again.
You can trust me. To be honest, I tested it on myself at the clinical trial stage. I'm fine, so as Descendants, you definitely will be.
What did you just say, Kate? That neutralizer was made from the Order's toxin. Do you know how dangerous that was? Do I have to lose you too?
Glay, I'm also part of Albion headquarters. I'm one of many people working for Albion and all of humanity. The Descendants shouldn't be the only ones ready to sacrifice themselves. I'm ready to do my part. Let's help each other.
Lighten up, Glay. Thanks to Kate's efforts, we can continue with the operation.
Glay, this antibody will help you to stay strong for this operation. After all, it will give you immunity, and I've tested it on myself.
Let it go this one time. But never again, you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Kate. Really. Now that everybody has the antibody, let's go get that Iron Heart. We can't let the Vulgus take this one too.
If everyone is ready, I will lead the way. Let us find the Iron Heart.
Guide, can you sense the waves emitted from the Ironheart?
I can. However, my scans show there is a space deep beneath this area. The energy waves are being dispersed by a metal device installed by the enemy. It will be difficult to determine the exact location of the Ironheart.
Damn it! Not only did they spread their toxins everywhere, they installed this as well. They most likely intended to use it to transport the Ironheart to
Analyzing layout of the ruins. RK covers 40% of the entire area. A point of note, the RK corresponds to a single pattern, unlike the patterns of Descendant. According to the layout analysis results, the location of these readings is identical to that used for tombs and altars. Data we have gathered, there is a high probability that this is the tomb of one of the ancestors who died during the Civil War. The fact that they were laid to rest in such a deep location, either they were an ancestor of a high status, or they played an important role in the incidents related to the Iron Hearts. I've identified the Vulgus communications frequency being transmitted nearby. It will likely contain information we need. We should investigate. The Ironheart isn't here. The Vulgus came to excavate the remains of the ancestor. They plan to use this to open the ancestor's vault.
I don't understand. The remains of an ancestor or a vault? What do you mean? If the vault contains an Ironheart, it may have been placed there intentionally to prevent someone from claiming it. The reason the Vulgus have extracted DNA from the remains is likely because the vault can only be accessed through a bioscan. If that's the case, then the occupant of this tomb is the same individual who locked the vault. That's correct. He must be planning to use the DNA to allow them to bypass the biometric authentication and claim the Ironheart.
With the Sieve links. I'll restore the disrupted communications. Noise removal complete. Checking contents. Sender, Enzo. He says the Vulgus have been spotted moving to another zone.
Have they found a way to open the vault already? Damn it! We need to get to that vault. Wait. We should secure the ancestors' remains and the data just in case. If the vault can only be accessed through the biometric authentication of specific DNA, then we'll need that DNA as well.
I have disabled the Vulgus data repository for now. I have also collected the data formatted sample of the remains.
Well, that's a relief. Can't stand it when things go according to Vulgus' plans. Let's deal with these bastards quickly and get moving.
Oh, how the weak struggle to define their purpose. Humans truly are foolish and arrogant. Have you not yet learned that you are merely sacrificial offerings for us? Christians and honor, your flesh and blood will be offered for their glory.
Return to Albion to prepare for the next operation.
Institute's new research. I'm listening.
There isn't much time. We have to hurry. We've confirmed the transmitted data. There's a vault where the ancestors kept the Ironheart. We can use this to our advantage. The Vulgus will need time to crack open the vault. Enzo, send the sample of the ancestors' remains received from the guide to Anais and tell her to hurry. We need to analyze the DNA and activate the biometric authentication before the Vulgus do. And to do that, we need to increase our combat forces in the field. I'll send any off-duty descendants, rendezvous with them at the outpost, and proceed with the operation.
Jeez, why am I being called in? I thought I'd be getting some R&R. Making me work with crazies thinking they see a ghost. Nah, I've got other things to do.
Jeremy, there's an Ironheart in this zone. Have you forgotten that finding the Ironheart is the #1 priority for all Descendants? Also, since you've been assigned to a mission, you should conduct yourself properly. Continue to be uncooperative, and I will report you to your superiors.
An Ironheart? Oh, man, why didn't you say so from the start?
This is an important operation, so listen carefully. Hound, this is HQ. Please report on the status of units to be deployed to the new Void Vessel. Target code VV072. This is Inez of Hound. All personnel are currently deployed on other operations. Be advised that only one unit is available. Please confirm whether Descendant support has been greenlit. Operation cannot proceed without Descendant reinforcements. Over. That is currently under discussion. The operation must proceed regardless, so please be ready on your end as soon as possible, Hound. Sorry to keep you waiting, Descendant. The situation is critical. Let me explain why you've been called in. An unidentified Void Vessel has been discovered in the Void Abyss. We have contacted Hound, the unit responsible for dealing with Void Vessels, but it seems they are short-handed. Apologies, you might not have heard of Void Vessels. Descendant, do you remember the wreckage of large ships floating in the Void Intercept battle location? Void Vessels is the name we have given to these wrecked ships and massive amounts of debris drifting in the Void. Hound is a unit dedicated to searching Void Vessels. When a new Void Vessel appears, they are the first to move in, scouting for threats, securing the space, and exploring it. However, due to the physical demands of surviving in the Void, they only have a few members. They have Descendants in their ranks, but they are extremely few and far between, leaving the unit constantly short-handed. So it's not uncommon for them to request Descendant support, but now is not a good time. As you may have noticed, the reason I called you here is to deploy you on this operation. Someone with experience and understanding of void space, as well as the capabilities to deal with any eventuality. Well, you are the only one who fits the bill right now. We need to explore this void vessel. It was found in the Abyss, which we have not been able to survey until now. Go and see Inez and Keelan, the Hound Descendants. They will assist you. I'm counting on you, Descendant.
It's the Descendant! Look, Keelan! I was right, wasn't I? I told you HQ would send reinforcements. Looks like I won that bet. Oh, this is great! Drinks for me all night at the Brown Beard.
I don't mind you drinking all night, but just stop talking. You talk too much.
No, I'm gonna talk as much as I want all night long. Oh, right. I'm Inez Rhea, a Descendant with Hound. Nice to meet you. This is the first time I've worked with another Descendant. I was assigned to Hound as soon as I finished my Descendant training. My unit is only sent on missions to void vessels, so we rarely run into other Descendants who might be heading to intercept battle locations. Hey, Keelan, haven't you two met before? You were in the Descendant Corps before coming here.
Don't know. Don't really care about other people.
Oh, you know, every time you behave like this, I have to just take a deep breath. If I didn't, I might hit you on the head. For goodness sake, why can't you just get on with people? You get along fine with Jeremy. What's your problem?
None of your business. I'm dealing with it.
Sure you are.
Anyway, how long are you gonna leave the Descendant just standing there, Inez?
I was just about to explain. So, Descendant, we'll keep you fully briefed about the mission, but you'll find a void vessel very different from the void intercept battle locations you're used to. We don't know what traps or hazards it might have, so you'll need to be more careful than usual. It won't be easy, but I heard that you're quite the star in the Descendant Corps. I'm sure you'll do just fine on Hound missions too. It's a shame I can't come exploring with you. I could be a huge help. But I've only been back from the Void for a few days, so I can't go with you. You know, too much exposure to Void energy being dangerous and all that. I'll do what I can from here to help you with whatever you need. All right, Descendant? Let's do this. Keelan, you could say something encouraging too.
Good luck on the mission. Let's try not to get in each other's way.
He's got a bit of an attitude problem, but he's also got a heart of gold. So please don't be offended. Sincerely, Inez.
I don't understand, Alpha. Why have I been excluded from this operation? I'm the only Descendant who has any experience with the Void Abyss. Aren't I the logical choice for this?
No. As your commander, I will not allow it.
Alpha!
You're right. No other Descendant knows the Void Abyss better than you. But can you really tell me that's the only reason you want this mission? You and I both know that it's not. Besides, you lead a team now. Are you going to simply abandon them?
All right.
Get to the point. I only picked up bits and pieces earlier. I didn't realize it was such an emergency. An Ironheart. Right in front of us. The place will be crawling with Corell's minions, but don't worry. I can take this opportunity to show you what an awesome Descendant I am. I'm curious what Guide's reaction will be after I carry this entire operation. Let me know, will ya? Alrighty. Shall we get this show started? I'll use my incredible teleportation skills to scout all of the underground spaces.
If the Vulgus are on the verge of opening the vault, then they'll likely report to their superior, Corell. In which case, we'll need a way to tap into their comms. Guide, check and see if there are any ally devices nearby we can use to wiretap.
There is one ally communications repeater. If I modify the code, it can be altered to enable wiretapping.
That should work. We should spread out and continue with the mission.
Descendant, I will be modifying the communications repeater code from this point on. Even though the code has been modified, the current output isn't strong enough to penetrate the enemy's classified communications grid. If we were to overload it, we would be able to increase its accuracy, but the Vulgus will be able to track our location.
I know that will make it challenging for you, Descendant, but you'll need to tough it out. You don't have a choice. Guide, increase the output.
Surveillance accuracy has increased by 40%. All communications content is being stored. Surveillance accuracy at 85%. I will try to maintain a level that will not cause the device to malfunction.
surveillance info. Unfortunately, Alpha's just called us in to explain the overload. He is furious. Well, maybe just upset that the equipment is being pushed to its limits. I'll try to mollify him.
Figure out exactly what kind of organic matter the Vulgus are extracting. Let's go. Great job.
The last one. Take its fuse and disable the generator. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Stay focused. Powerful enemy unit has appeared. Be careful. The enemy comms devices should be shutting down shortly. Excellent job.
Let's meet at the Timberfall outpost. I have some information I wish to discuss. First of all, this is only a theory for now. I must review the enemy's data before I can be certain. I have some ideas on why the enemy is collecting organic matter, and I have reached a hypothetical conclusion. The most probable reason is that their DNA analysis is still incomplete, and they're looking for materials to use as part of it.
In order to extract pure DNA from something, you need a refining process to remove all the other materials mixed in.
And once refinement has been completed, you will still need to perform an amplification process. This process requires certain enzymes.
So what you're saying, Guide, is that the Vulgus are extracting the enzymes they need from the giant tree.
In a way, yes. As the giant tree has existed since the time of the ancestors, it will have accumulated a variety of organic matter. It may store materials which are difficult to find even now. The Vulgus may have predicted this. It is likely that they intend to extract all of the remaining organic matter left in the giant tree in order to find the enzymes required for amplification.
If we can seize what they extract and send it to Albion, we can expedite our research process.
I guess we have our answer then. Let's hurry. It's our turn to take something from them. Let's make them pay for messing with us.
Descendant, it seems that Gley has elected herself to be our guide this time. But I agree. Because of Gley's quick judgment and knowledge, I was able to decrease my margin of error.
I'm honored to hear that. Coming from a highly advanced AI created by the ancestors.
I must go into overtalk mode in order to do everything I can to help you gain the Iron Heart. Descendant, it would be best to establish how far the Vulgus were able to progress their experiments. They may have scattered the data, but we must examine it, even if it takes time to recover it. Terminal access. Inputting security deactivation codes. I have accessed the terminal. Initiating hacking sequence. The terminal has been accessed. Checking information. Vulgus have injected their DNA with RK and are attempting genetic modifications. Descendant, I've scanned all Vulgus devices within the vicinity and found a device called a mixture injector.
Mixture? Guy, can you check the mixture inside it?
I'm sorry, Clay. As it is a simple injector without any encryption, it is not possible for me to analyze it.
No need to be sorry. It's not too late for us to find it, break it, and then figure it out. They just keep coming. Looks like they have a death wish. The injector has been spotted. Guy, can you identify the mixture once we destroy the device?
Is a type of growth accelerator that forces intense growth in organic matter, including proteins. The Vulgus plan to use it to obtain a large amount of the enzyme required for DNA extraction. Display. Frame. This is the Vulgus that stole the Descendant RK serum.
Ha! We finally found him! Bastard! I told you we'd make you pay for messing with us.
Descendant, the Vulgus are collecting organic matter to create an enzyme that can amplify DNA. Once they've collected enough, they'll refine and move it to stop it being compromised. If you can capture the organic matter and send it to Albion, we can extract the enzyme needed. Are the Vulgus willing to destroy the organic matter entirely rather than let it fall into our hands? Descendant, you need to eliminate the interrupter. If the organic matter is destroyed, it'll put us in a tight spot. Another interrupter. Excellent job, Descendant. We'll try to extract the enzyme as quickly as possible.
Hey, you! Are you slowpokes done? I almost fell asleep because you guys were taking too long. If you're done, come to the outpost. No, wait, would it be faster if I came to you? What are you doing, sightseeing? This operation is a waste of time, a complete waste. You keep telling me I need to cooperate, but I think you guys are the uncooperative ones.
Jeremy, unless your receive is having issues, there is no way you didn't know we were in the middle of an operation. It's prohibited for Descendants to deactivate the receives during an operation. If you manually deactivated your receive link, I think that would make your attitude toward the operation uncooperative.
I'd watch what you're saying, Glay. I carried out my side of the operation perfectly. I scouted the entire area thoroughly. I've even confirmed that the Ancestors' ruins are in the deepest part of Vespers. How dare you question my attitude? God, I don't know why Alpha looks out for you guys so much. Maybe he feels sorry for you being possessed by the ghost or guide or whatever. If it's because he pities you, well, I guess normal me has no choice but to be understanding. I'll distract the enemy's backlines just for you pitiful lot. You can follow me and push through. You three, no. Is it 4? Anyway, you're all deployed, so let's cooperate and get this operation done without any mistakes. Also, I've been assigned to retrieve the Ironheart, so don't any of you think about touching it. I'm warning you.
Glay, your anger levels are rising.
I'm doing my best to let it go.
Thanks to Kaden and Nace's swift F the data that you've sent. Thank you for your hard work. You've all done an excellent job. The Ancestors' biometric authentication data has been coded and sent to your receive. Guide, please activate the code when you reach the Ancestors' vault.
There is a chance that we have not yet found the Vulgus that underwent genetic modification using arcane. We haven't confirmed whether the experiment succeeded or not. But the incident in the sterile lab has affected my simulations. Vulgus technology is advancing faster than I expected. Almost unnaturally so.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's pseudo. Descendant, I presume? You can't just let our equipment be, can you?
What? My scene channel just switched? Enzo, there's something wrong with the scene channel. Enzo, respond!
It's channel. I forced you to connect to my personal channel. You see, I'm brilliant, just like you. Now, let's play, fellow RK wielder.
Unless there's something wrong with my ears. Said he has RK abilities.
You heard me correctly, friend. You're curious about my arcade, aren't you? Let me fill you in. I injected myself with the arcade that I stole from you. Oh, the power flowing through my body. What an exhilarating experience. And you were keeping all this power for yourselves. I hated you so much that I could have killed you all in an instant.
It appears that the genetic modification we saw earlier was successful.
Now, why don't you come here and give my cold, frozen body a hug, friend?
Those Vulgus bastards. They weren't just researching ways to open the vault.
Now it's clear why the Order of Truth was there. To create this monstrosity. If they only wanted to retrieve the DNA, they would have sent the Legion of Immortality.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Hey, hey. How hard did you hit this? What a brainless brute. You really want to fight me, huh?
This device can force channels to change. If we destroy it, we will be able to connect to the HQ channel again.
Check the reconnection confirmed. The Asif channel is back online. Guide, please modify this code so that the channel cannot be disconnected again.
I've established the defensive security code. Communications will not be affected in the future.
Doesn't feel too bad to have my limbs cut off like this. It almost feels like I'm dreaming. I'll send you a little present soon.
Image on the command HUD. Is that Jaber?
Vulgus don't usually dream. But thanks to the Arche Serum, I dream my every moment. You can call me Jaber.
The serum that was injected into the Vulgus was from Jaber. Ironheart pulses have increased significantly. The vault must be nearby.
Send a signal to Jeremy. Jeremy, do you read me? Jeremy. Jeremy, respond. Hang on just a little longer, everyone.
It's so nice to see your face, friend. Can you call me Jaber? Just this once. Damon's delay has changed our plans, but it can't be helped. In my next dream, I'll be dancing with your corpse!
Biometric authentication code accepted. Descendant. Access the vault.
Oh, wow. You've completely lost it, haven't you? Listen. If you spotted the target, you should have said so. What are you doing?